arriving in the big smoke. I didn't know anyone coming here. No one from my school was coming to uni at Queensland Uni, and it was just this overwhelming thing, but at the same time kind of comforting.
I have expressed in the past that I don't think I would have actually continued my studies if I hadn't had the support of the college in those first 3 years. I don't think without that sort of support, my family a long way away, it was really like a home. It was, family. Yeah.
I discovered that my experience growing up in country was very similar to most of the other girls, insofar as we were seen as a bit weird because we liked studying, we liked reading books. But when I came to college, I was in a cohort of girls that had had the same experience and had escaped. So it was fabulous.
Coming from a rural area and a regional area, it did help forge your bonds because you're away from home and you're with a group of like-minded people who are all interested not just in studying but in having fun, and the friendships that you form are incredible. It's really hard to describe.
Most of us were from boarding school and we were very shy, quiet little country kids, so it forged the friendship too, I think.
For me though, I think it was a place to really find myself. And it was transformational in who I was, getting to meet all of those people and people who I would not have otherwise met, including people from overseas, all parts of Queensland and Australia, was really wonderful.
Like a lot of kids who were living in regional and rural cities, college was a safe place.
The community and sense of camaraderie and support that they foster.
They're the three words I'd use: carefree, camaraderie and community.
That sense of community, it's meant so much to so many different people over such a long period of time, but I do think it is people's second home when they're here.
Having your best friends here always, it didn't matter what time of day, didn't matter what you were doing, you just had your favourite people in the world always with you. It's so nice.
By the end of it, I had so much confidence and just felt so safe within the community.
I did medicine, but only one of my friends did medicine. The rest of them did law or journalism or speech therapy or a whole teaching. So what it did was meant that I got exposed to different ways of looking at the world and thinking, which I think's only benefited me in my work. And I think if you're exposed to a lot of different inputs, it's enriching in a way that you can't get it anywhere else.
When you come here, you're still very young, you're still really a child, and you're just in that great, exciting time where you're launching into the world and into adulthood, and the connections that you form during that time, where you don't even realise, I don't think, how important they're going to be for the rest of your life.
So you've lived together, you've been homesick together, you've partied together, you've studied together, you create these beautiful relationships together, and it sees you through your whole life. And these are the girls that they're at your wedding, they're at the birth of your babies, they're at your kids' school graduation, it sees you the whole way through. It's a truly amazing experience that I'm very grateful for.
I heard someone at a recent dinner at college say the mantra of the time now is you don't go to women's to find your best friends, you go to women's to find your bridesmaids. And that is actually literally my lived experience. The best example I can give is I kind of joke that my favourite photo from my wedding has nothing to do with my husband. It actually has to do with the about 8 females from women's college who just have this joint shared understanding of each other, and that is still one of my absolute favourite memories from my wedding.
I came not really knowing anyone in my year group, and now I look back and they're my best friends. I'm getting married in October and all of my bridesmaids are from women's.
So when they go out and partying out, they do this. So they go, woo, woo, right? That's the W for women's girls. They love it. And I just think that's great. They can be out and they can be partying and they do their W and they stick together, right? And it's a real sisterhood.
They called them wuzzers. When she rang up and she said, a couple of the wuzzers have been late, I said, what's she talking about? We were wuzzers. And these are these naughty people who are late. We didn't call ourselves wuzzers in those days.
Along with that goes, you never leave a wuzzer behind. And so that sort of is the protection and care that all of the residents take of each other.
I don't know, somehow in our day we just formed very close friendships, which we still keep up today for those who are left.
Yes.
Because so many people go in different directions. Like Edith's the only one in our year still in Brisbane and has been for quite a long time. We all went elsewhere.
Yes, England, New Zealand.
But Edith organised us all pretty well.
We get together not as often as we'd like. We're scattered everywhere, but when we do, it is literally like it was 1985 again.
Once you left it and we talked about it as a group at college, we realised how lucky we were to find this new and different group of people around us. Yeah, it was great.
At the heart, it's still the same, and there's still, you talk to women's girls now, and they still have that same kind of women's spirit, and it doesn't seem to matter when you were at college. That still seems to be an enduring thing.